in the chat, put them in there now. Let's talk about, well, first of all, Weini Kelati's transfer of allegiance got approved. So we talked yesterday about her being cleared to compete in the meet because she just got her citizenship. But this is another big step because they had to present to World Athletics to transfer her allegiance. That's all gone through. As you can see, this was just this week. This was on Wednesday. Weini Kelati at the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services building. There's a really good article, if you guys haven't read it, from Adam Kilgore of the Washington Post. Breaks down the whole story. It was a bureaucratic marathon, to say the least, but she'll be on the line, and if she finishes in the top 3, she will be able to compete because World Athletics has approved for her transfer of allegiance. So good news for Weini Kelati, and just a great story like you outlined yesterday, Gordon.
Yeah, you see there, I guess getting sworn in. I'm guessing she probably said the Pledge of Allegiance. Do you remember the last time you've said the Pledge of Allegiance? And do you remember it?
I do remember the Pledge of Allegiance. I don't remember the last time. Well, I used to work in high school, so I'm going to say 2017 is the last time I said it. But yeah, she had to take the citizenship test. Excuse me. She had to. The issue was the fingerprints were in DC and they needed to get to Albuquerque, or Albuquerque and they needed to get DC. Her lawyer was a guy, Joe Franklin, her New Mexico coach, met when he was coaching at Butler, and the guy ran for Indiana, I believe. There's all these crazy coincidences, and they got senators involved. Long story short, she will be on the start line in the morning because it's going to be a morning race. It's going to be hot this weekend, and it's super, super exciting to see her actually.
Wait, so there. This photo, is that photo from today?
They said Wednesday was. I mean, they might have posted today, but the Kilgore story said Wednesday was when she was doing the test. So I don't know what the process is between the test and the official paperwork and the swearing. But
so I was thinking, if this photo was taken yesterday, she just literally just arrived in Eugene, right? Like,
yeah,
she got hopped on a flight from Albuquerque.
You hear about these. Okay. So Alon, our producer, tells us, Alon, you should turn your mic on, Alon, so you can say this. You take the test, and then if you pass, they swear you in. Like a day later, Alon? 2 days later?
So now everybody can hear me. I had to take this in 2014. They schedule you in to go take a test and an interview. Once you pass the test, they then schedule you to come in and get sworn in. It can be either like a day or a week. It depends on however their schedule works.
And I'm sure they fast-tracked it for her because they're like, yo, we got to get her in the Olympic trials. She could make the team. But producer Alon makes his debut. Round of applause, everybody out there.
Yeah, well, I want to know, you took the test.
Can you replace Gordon?
What's one of the questions?
Like full-time, Alon?
What's like an example? What's an example question on the citizenship test?
The hardest question I got was, what year was the Constitution ratified?
Gordon, do you know?
I mean, the only date I know is 1776. So, but that doesn't make sense because that's Declaration.
Deported.
That's Declaration of Independence.
Deported. So. It's 1787, scrub.
I was gonna say
1787.
I was called him a scrub.
Deported. Get out.
Wow. More Alon on the pod. More Alon. Okay.
Can you name like every president? Is that like a thing you have to know? Like memorize the order of the presidents or something like that?
I studied I overstudied for it. I knew even like state flowers and stuff, but they never asked me about any of that.
Damn, state flowers. Yeah, okay.
State flowers.
There we go.
What's the Texas state flower?
It's the bluebonnet, right?
It's the purple one, right? What's it called? Bluebonnet?
Bluebonnet, yeah. I think it's blue though, right? Yeah. I mean, you can. I think I had to take a similar thing for teaching. It wasn't the citizen. It was something where it was like basic civics, and there's an amazing amount of things that you don't know that you think that you should know. So again, congrats to her. Very excited to see her race. Man, now the chat, everybody's talking about like citizenship process in here. This is taking a turn. Okay. Mo Farah.